Halfway house and after, then under supervised release. Welcome to my video series, Indicted and Facing Prison, Now What? My name is Mark Blatstein, and I understand firsthand how surreal and overwhelming all of this can be. 2006, I was convicted of a felony. I lost my medical license, but in 2010, I was able to get reinstated in full. That's why I'm here, as I transition from patient care to work with you and provide you with crucial information every day so you can navigate these challenges, because knowledge and preparation will build back confidence to help you achieve your best possible outcome. The Department of Justice and Feds have been asking questions, and their case is mostly complete. With a 98% conviction rate, the odds are not in your favor. However, knowledge is power, and it's now in your hands. Delaying your next step may have severe consequences. Your future is at stake, and it's why it's critical to hire a legal team with a proven track record of successfully defending cases like yours. But don't just settle for experience. This has to be a team that is a good fit for you to be able to get the best outcome. Make the right choices today, and you can move forward with confidence tomorrow. Should you have any questions, do not hesitate to call or consider engaging my services at 240-888-7778. This is your future and your life. So part 6, supervised release, pretrial supervised release, parole, and halfway house. Essentially, you think you're out, but you're still under federal control. If you're on pretrial supervised release and you do things that you're not supposed to do, like Sam Bankman-Fried did, they put him back in jail before they put him in a detention center, not even prison, before he even went to trial. If you think you're out and done, you're not. This could be some of the hardest parts. Don't make any mistakes, and don't assume. For any questions that you have, whether you're on supervised release, you're on pretrial release, you're on, I don't know, there's parole within the federal, but there is in the state system, even in a halfway house. If you have questions, ask the person in charge. That would be the probation officer, residential reentry manager, first and often. Not hearing back from them doesn't mean that it's not okay to do what you wanted to do, because you'll get in trouble. These are all people. Some will be harder to deal with. And so if yours is this, whether it's a federal charge or a state charge, just try and make this temporary. Supervised release, probation. For some, this is the hardest part for those being on probation or parole, and it represents approximately double the amount of individuals who are incarcerated, or totaling 3.7 million for federal and state. So this can disrupt families much more, representing a catch-22, meaning that you're in prison and you know what you have to do after a period of time if you haven't gotten in a lot of trouble. And then once you come out and you're under the control of a probation officer, of for supervised release or parole or halfway house, the slightest thing, depending on how you interact with them, can create a problem. And so you just don't want to be in that position. It may be frustrating, which is contrary to regulations or conditions. And this could be a trap. In other words, you may think that you're doing something right. Don't assume. Always ask permission. The Prison Policy Initiative, Beyond Prisons 2023, top states with the highest numbers of mass punishment. This includes state prisons, federal prisons, local jails, youth confinement, Indian county jails, and voluntary commitment parole and probation were Georgia, Arkansas, Ohio, Maine, out of all 50 states in Washington, D.C. So even on parole or supervised release, the slightest misstep can send you back to prison for struggling to follow vague and wide-ranging rules, or for simply being unable to pay monthly fees, restitution, or other legal financial obligations. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be rough. You have to persevere all through this. These are non-criminal behaviors that destabilize families, remove hope, and in some states appear the go-to option when other remedies would be better, a use of public funds. Meaning you don't want to get in trouble because they're going to wind up sending you back to prison. Probation or being on supervised release is no joke. To engage my services, should you have any concerns, consider calling me today. 240-888-7778. This is my personal cell phone, and I answer and return all calls. Further, you can get additional information from my website at P as in Paul, R as in Robert, S as in Sam, US.com. Thank you very much, and I appreciate taking the time to listen today. Have a good day.